Well, thank you so much for organizing this. My name is Mark. I live in New York City. I grew up in a Hasidic family in New Jersey, and as a result, I speak Yiddish. And just a little background on the language. Yiddish has about 1,000 years of history, and historically there were many different dialects, but the primary surviving dialect is what I call Hasidic Yiddish, and that comes from the southern part of Eastern Europe. So think of Romania or Hungary, and there are communities of Yiddish speakers in New York City. There are some in Israel and a few throughout Europe as well. And I'm excited to show you the similarities between Yiddish and German because Yiddish is a Germanic language.
So my name is Anton, and I am Swedish, so I'm a native Swedish speaker. And about Swedish and how we will organize this is that Swedish is a North Germanic language, while, for example, German and English are West Germanic languages. And therefore, there are some differences which are due to the fact that both languages are Germanic. But then during the last 800 years, Swedish has borrowed a huge amount of German words. And these words are very noticeable in science, in literature, and also in everyday life. And they are present in all parts of life. While this also happened in other Nordic languages, but much less so in Norwegian and in Icelandic. German loanwords are almost absent. So today, my intention is to read a couple of sentences which are both in a Swedish which is as pure as possible, and then the more regular Swedish, which is more filled with German words. And then we will have Norwegian, which naturally has fewer German loanwords.
Okay, my name is Ons. I'm Tunisian. I'm living in Germany over 10 years now, currently in Berlin. I started learning German when I was around 17, back in Tunisia, the last 2 years in high school. And then I came to Germany in the end of 2012, where I went to a language school. And after that, I studied here. I went to pharmacy school, and now I'm a pharmacist.
Hi, my name is Szymon. I'm from Poland. I'm 26 years old. I have been living in Germany since 2015, so already 9 years, I believe. I started learning German about 13 years ago. I did my A-level here in Germany. I'm also from Berlin. And I'm studying now at university.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mohamad. I'm also 26 years old. Been here in Germany since 2014. I first lived in Koblenz. Then I did my high school there. Then I moved to Frankfurt, where I do study medicine. Now, currently, I'm last year. So this year I'm graduating, hopefully. When I came first to Germany, I had absolutely no knowledge of the language. I'm very happy to be with you today, guys.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody. So we're going to get started, and we're going to do the first Yiddish sentence. And again, just listen to it, and maybe you can figure out most of it. Maybe you don't pick up some parts, but you can discuss that among yourselves and ask for tips and hints or whatever you need. So, Mark, you can go ahead and read your first Yiddish sentence when you're ready.
Awesome. If it's okay, I would like to give some background about the sentences. So as you mentioned, Yiddish is a Germanic language, not a Semitic language. However, there is a lot of vocabulary that does come from Hebrew and Aramaic, which are both Semitic languages. So for the two sentences, the first one is purely Germanic, where all of the words have cognates in German and other Germanic languages. But in the second sentence, you'll see there are a few words that are not Germanic, and you might be able to tell the difference. So here's the first sentence. Ich darf kein schlufen für die Hand, weil ich bin sehr müde. And I'm happy to repeat that again.
Yeah,
More
please.
slowly. Okay. Ich darf kein schlufen für die Hand, weil ich bin sehr müde.
It starts like ich darf kein weil ich So
Right.
Close.
I'm not allowed to do something because I'm
That's very
Yeah, yeah. Ich bin, and then
darf.
So ich darf kein
Ich darf.
schlufen für die Hand. That's the first half.
Let's do the second half. Maybe it's easier than okay.
Yes.
Weil
So in the Yiddish, you say weil.
Mhm.
Weil ich bin sehr müde.
weil ich bin sehr müde. So tired. Okay.
Ja, genau.
Sehr müde. Very tired.
Yes.
Okay.
So, weil ich bin sehr müde, in German you would say, weil ich sehr müde bin.
Mhm. Okay, then yes. Now the first sentence.
So I'll just read the whole sentence again.
Okay.
Ich darf kein schlufen für die Hand, weil ich bin sehr müde.
Ah.
So I'll say the sentence.
I can go early because I'm very tired or something.
Very close. Ich darf kein schlufen für die Hand, weil ich bin sehr müde.
I can go to sleep early because I'm very schlafen. Schlaf?
Yes. So I have to go to sleep early today because I'm very tired. So the one thing that you might find confusing is in Yiddish, darf, or which is spelled with an R sound. So darf, if I'm rolling the R, means must. And it is related to the German word dürfen, but in the German it means being allowed to. But in Yiddish, it's imperative.
Okay.
The second sentence, which, as I mentioned, has some non-Germanic words, is actually an insult, and a pretty funny one once you'll get it. So here goes. Wenn Mischige wollt gemacht wachsen, wollst du gekannt sitzen auf der Erde in Kischen de Levuna. I'll say it again. Wenn Mischige wollt gemacht wachsen, wollst du gekannt sitzen auf der Erde in Kischen de Levuna.
Okay. Got wachsen to grow up and sitzen to sit.
Yes.
Auf der
Sit
Erde.
on the ground.
Yeah. So Erd, I think in German it can also mean the earth. It doesn't have to mean ground. So in this context, it means earth, but I guess it could go both ways. So wenn Mischige wollt gemacht wachsen, wollst du gekannt sitzen auf der Erde in Kischen de Levuna.
I was thinking about kissen, like the kissen, the pillow, or maybe kussen.
Yes.
To kiss.
Yes. So now that we have a few words, let me say it again. Wenn Mischige wollt gemacht wachsen, wollst du gekannt sitzen auf der Erde in Kischen de Levuna.
Do you recognize, guys, some Semitic words in this sentence?
Like then Meshuga?
Meshuga, yes. So
Is
I
it
don't know.
like crazy?
Yes, exactly.
Something.
Yeah.
I know this only because I know a little Hebrew.
Hebrew, yeah.
So
So
that's Arabic, which helping me here.
yeah. So the
So
second
the
word,
son of crazy something.
yes. I'll read the sentence again so that we know which word we're talking about. Wenn Mischige wollt gemacht wachsen, wollste gekannt sitzen auf der Erde in Kischen de Laguna. So the second word, Mischige, in modern Hebrew, you would say Mishuga. It means crazy.
And then is when, or is something. When?
It's when or if.
If. Okay.
Wollt like
Want.
wollen, like
Wants to grow up
he wants to grow something.
or something.
Yes, very close. So in Yiddish, it doesn't mean wanting to. It would translate more to would,
Would, okay.
if this would be the case. So the first half of the sentence is wenn Mischige wollt gemacht wachsen.
And wachsen is to grow
Yes.
up.
Yes.
And gemacht is it like the past form of machen?
Yes.
So
it's if a crazy would grow up, a crazy person would grow up or something.
Very close. So what this is saying is if being crazy would make you grow.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think I understood the sentence now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you would sit on the earth and kiss, I don't know, the stars or planets.
Yes, exactly.
oh, the Levuna is it like the moon?
Yes, wow. And
Yeah.
yet, not to get carried away, but in ancient Hebrew, so like the Hebrew that the Bible is written in, as well as in modern Hebrew, the word for moon is not levuna or anything like it. The word is yareach, which I believe does have an Arabic cognate, but
Yeah.
the word levuna is actually from medieval Hebrew and is preserved in Yiddish that way. But yes, that is exactly what the sentence is saying. If being crazy would make you grow, you would be able to sit on the ground and kiss the moon. It's like you're telling a person like that's how crazy they are.
So the format in which this will be presented is that first I will read a sentence in which I try to use as many pure Swedish words as possible. And then I will tell a sentence in a more spoken Swedish, the Swedish which would be used normally in conversation. But as I told you earlier, Swedish is a North Germanic language, which is less related to German than English is, and therefore a lot of pure Swedish words will be very difficult to recognize. So I will tell you the first sentence now. This first Swedish sentence, which is a rather pure sentence, and it only contains one German loanword. Jag sporde honom om böljornas färg.
It sounds like Japanese or something. Okay,
I will repeat it. I will try to be as slow as possible.
That would be nice.
Jag sporde honom om böljornas färg.
I'm guessing York is I.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. Jag means I. Jeg spurte ham om bølgenes farg.
Can you do it word by word, please? So the first word
Yeah.
is?
Oh, and also, my native language is Swedish, so my Norwegian pronunciation might be a Norwegian will certainly tell that I'm not native. I will do my best with the pronunciation. Jeg.
Jeg.
This is the same sentence as the Swedish one.
Yes.
Just, yeah. Jeg spurte ham om bølgenes farg.
Is it I spelled? To spell like waters on something?
No.
Spulte? Or
How this would be expressed colloquially, and in most situations, the first sentence would be used in, for example, poetry, in some types of music, and some writers, like when writing books, when writing books or in newspapers, when they try to be a bit more formal, they will use those kinds of words, and in some dialects. But this is how it would normally be spoken. But just in Swedish. In Norwegian, this is how it is. In Norwegian, they say this in all situations. But this is how we would normally say it in Swedish. Jag frågade honom om vågornas färg. I will take it word by word.
Mhm.
Jag frågade honom om vågornas färg.
I asked. Ich fragte.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Yeah.
is like on, right? Maybe.
Or
It
etwas zu machen.
it's a cognate with but it has different meanings in Swedish, which don't correspond to the German meanings at all. But it's a cognate.
Okay, so once again, I asked him about.
Yes,
right?
yes, that is correct. Means one of the meanings in Swedish is about. That is correct.
It's different in German. We
Yes,
say
yes.
nach.
Yes, it's different, but it's a cognate with but yeah.
Does the word vogue or vogar, I don't know how to say it. You said only the beginning is similar to German, and combining those two words, it's like I asked him about, but it doesn't make sense now. Like about the way, like further, or like
it is actually it's not way, but it's this word in German, it starts with the same sound. So yeah, and then the last word, it also has another end consonant in German. And it's, when I think about the meaning of the sentence, it's a bit weird as well.
assuming the S at the end of the is the possession, right?
Yes,
like,
yes,
okay.
yes.
That's maybe the last word, maybe a color. Farbe.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. The last word is color.
So I asked him about the color of something weird.
Yes, yes, very good.
I
Very
would
good.
not ask about the color.
Yes.
Big. Cool.
Vågornas, yes, the word våg is related to the ocean.
I asked him about the color.
No,
It starts with
no.
W, so, and
It starts with W.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good guess. It's a good guess.
Is it waves? No.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Velle. Yes.
Okay.
Waves.
Very good.
So it's difficult. So the pure Swedish word is bölja and böljornas in this form. And the loan word is våg. but it has really it is different from standard German, so it's hard to guess. Jag tarvar att veta om du söker inse nödvändigheten av tungomålskännedom på detta arbete.
Did you say something like notwendig, like necessary?
Yes. Nödvändigheten. Yes. Nödvändighet means necessarily. Something which is necessary. And nödvändigheten is the singular definite form of that. So, yes, very good.
I was going to suggest if you want to read the Norwegian part now.
Yes.
So the same
Yes.
sentence in Norwegian.
Yes. Jeg trenger å vite om du prøver å forstå nödvändigheten av språkkunskaper på dette arbeidet.
Arbeitet to work.
Something.
Sorry?
Arbeitet or Arbeit is work.
Yes,
To work.
yes.
Like sprechen, Sprache, language, to speak.
Very good, very good. Språk is the normal word for language in both Swedish and Norwegian. There is a pure Swedish word, tungomål, which is not that commonly used, but the German loanword språk is the most commonly used word for language.
Okay.
Mhm.
So we have already 3 words. Not
Mhm.
much, but
Jag behöver veta om du försöker förstå nödvändigheten av språkfärdigheter på detta arbete.
We said means about.
Yes, but it also has another meaning,
Okay.
which actually in German you use a similar word, and perhaps it is a cognate, I don't know, but you would use a similar word in German in this context.
Is for Zucker is Zucker like to search or something?
Yes, försöker is yes. Försöker is to try, like versuchen.
To try. Versuchen. Okay.
okay, so försöker förstå, to try to understand.
Yes, very good, very good.
Yeah.
For sure, and the difficulty with Swedish is that RS is pronounced like a sh sound, so it's difficult when you hear it. Försöker förstå.
Okay, so I would have a question about the word with pro. Like the second part of the word kind of looks to me like Fähigkeiten, Sprachfähigkeiten.
Yes, that is
So
correct. That is
language
correct.
skills, I would translate it into English.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so something about trying to understand, necessary language skills. Okay, for the work or for the Arbeit.
Yes, very good. You are getting closer. Well done.
I'm wondering if the third word is something about knowing, like to know.
Very well done. Very well done. And this
Okay,
is actually a Germanic cognate, so
okay, so
it's not a loan word.
Wissen, it would be in German.
Yes.
I wouldn't say it's similar, but I know the verb to know in Dutch is weten. So kind of, yeah, more similar than wissen.
Yeah, often we have the T in Swedish when you have the S in when you have S in German. So for example, besser is bättre, and you have Wasser is vatten, and yeah, that is a common
Oh,
sound.
I like
So
it's like I need to know something zu versuchen, du versuchen, zu
very
versuchen. It's like
And
right?
du means you.
yes,
It's,
yes,
Okay.
it's like zu in German, right? Like
yes.
zu.
Du. Einfach du. Also das
Uh,
du.
I think it's
the
Okay.
the here actually corresponds to the German ob.
Mhm.
I need. You said.
Yeah, like I need to know if you are trying to understand the, how to say it, necessity,
Yes, yes,
Notwendigkeit, of, it would be in English, so von,
yes,
of the language skills
yes,
for this work.
yes. Very well done. Very well done.
Ich,
This is the exact translation. I need to know if you're trying to understand the necessity of language skills at this workplace.
wow.
It's
It
a
was
complicated sentence.
Right.
Yeah.
And the reason why I chose this sentence is that it has a lot of cognates, and most words containing information are loanwords for German. I think it was really interesting to hear Yiddish, actually. I have heard some Yiddish before, and I am interested in the language. It's one of the 5 minority languages in Sweden, actually. But which is sadly, I think there are just 50 native speakers left in the country. So I think it was really interesting to hear the sentences, and it would be really exciting to learn some Yiddish as well. I think with Swedish, it is not as close as, for example, German or Dutch, but still, you would really have an advantage over non-Germanic speakers learning the language. And I have noticed that Germans, they usually learn Swedish very quickly compared to most other people. So yeah,
For sure. Well, anyways, thank you again. So
Right.
yeah, have a good evening, and we'll chat soon.
Would do.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
thank you very much.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Have a nice evening.